from Fit and Fabulous, and today I'm gonna show you how to make a healthy, delicious smoothie bowl. So if you are fairly new to the smoothie bowl world, then I have the perfect video for you today. So today's smoothie bowl is delicious, it's full of good healthy protein, it's got tons of fiber in it, and it doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. A lot of times when you see all these smoothie bowls on YouTube and Instagram, they're basically like pure sugar because they're mostly made from just like fruit. But today's recipe is a little bit different. It's got a little bit of veggies in it, a little bit of fruit, and lots of protein. So if you stay tuned today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make these yummy, delicious smoothie bowls. Now, if you are new to my channel, my name is Lindsay, and this is my YouTube channel. It is Fit and Fabulous, and I make videos like this every single week. And my whole goal is to teach women how to lose weight for good in a healthy and sustainable way, so they can have more energy and have more confidence and just feel so good in their skin. And I believe that protein is key, especially when it comes to losing weight. So I like to create delicious, yummy, high protein recipes so you can enjoy some of your favorite foods while losing weight and becoming fit and fabulous. So if you are new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notifications so you guys never miss a video like this in the future. Plus, if you do like this type of video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, ding, and that way I know to make more videos like this in the future. So if you're ready to learn how to make a yummy, delicious, healthy smoothie bowl, then let's get started. Okay, so I am gonna put my hair back just because I just don't really want it to get in my way. So it looks a little crazy. It's all good. The first thing you're gonna need is you are gonna need a blender. So today I am gonna be, jeez. So today I am gonna be using my Ninja blender just because I really like to use it. It's super high powered and it's a really, really good blender. Now, if you did want to use, say, like the Magic Bullet or something, you totally can. It's just not quite as high powered and it's just gonna not make it like quite as smooth. So just like FYI. Our very first ingredient we're gonna be using today is some frozen sweet potatoes. So for my smoothie bowls, I always like to use some sort of like frozen veggies, kind of like as the base. Now you can definitely use like ice if you want to, but if you use ice, it's definitely gonna be a lot more like watery at the end. So it's not gonna be quite as thick and consistent. You can also use like frozen cubes of like almond milk. That's really good. It's gonna be a little bit thicker that way, or frozen cubes of like say coconut milk. But I do like to use frozen veggies just because it does add more fiber to it and it makes it a little bit like creamier and good, and it just adds like more vitamins and stuff into it. We just don't eat enough like vegetables and stuff in a day, so I figure it's like a great way to kind of like throw in a few more vegetables. Today we're gonna be using frozen cubes of sweet potato. Now I have used cauliflower before in the past, and butternut squash, and zucchini. Those are all really great options. I have not used broccoli. I feel like broccoli might be a little bit weird, but personally I do like the frozen sweet potatoes the best in my smoothie bowl. So I'm gonna grab myself some frozen sweet potatoes. So we got the frozen cubes of sweet potatoes. Now the other thing is, when you look at the nutrition facts, this is actually really hilarious. So it says for 8 pieces, which is 110 grams, is 110 calories. But 8 pieces is definitely not 110 grams, by the way. Like I've measured it out probably like 15 times and it's definitely not. If you want to be like super like fine-tuned with exactly what you're putting in your smoothie bowl, you can definitely weigh it out for sure. But I'm just gonna pretty much just like guess because I've done it so many times. So 110 grams of sweet potatoes is basically like 3/4 of a cup of sweet potatoes, of frozen sweet potatoes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my measuring cup and I'm gonna take 3/4 of a cup of the frozen sweet potatoes. They're only like this big, they're not even that big. Like 8 cubes is not 110 grams. So we're gonna take 3/4 of a cup of the frozen sweet potatoes and then put them into the blender. So we basically have like our 3/4 of a cup of sweet potatoes in there. It's almost a cup, 3/4 of a cup, you know, it's close enough. So we're gonna put that into the blender. Next, we're gonna be adding in some frozen berries. So this is just gonna add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit more fiber because we're gonna be using whole berries. So depending on what type of berries you use, really depends on like what color your smoothie bowl ends up turning out. In today's video, I am just gonna be using these berries and cherries, kind of rhymes. So basically all it is it's dark sweet cherries, blueberries, blackberries, and that is it. So again, depending on what you use for like frozen fruit, obviously if it's like blue and purple, that's pretty much what color your smoothie bowl is gonna be. So today's smoothie bowl is basically gonna turn out like a blue color, almost like a purple blue color, which is really pretty. Now, if you wanted to say like a brighter pink one, you would need to add basically fruit that's more on the pink side. So this is like a tropical fruit blend that I've also used. So the dragon fruit, which is very pink, by the way. So if you use a lot of the dragon fruit, then it's gonna turn your smoothie like a super pretty, like bright pink color, which is nice. I made it now. Okay, so we have our 1 cup of fruit and we're gonna put that into our blender. Next, we're gonna be adding in some protein powder. So this is some vanilla protein powder. This is the level 1 protein powder by Phorm. And of course, like I was saying, this is the vanilla ice cream protein powder. So the protein powder literally just adds like protein to your smoothie bowl. So it doesn't really matter what kind of protein powder you use. I mean, obviously if you're gonna use chocolate, it's gonna turn it more of like a brown chocolatey flavor. So I'm sure you probably know that. All we're gonna need in this recipe is 1 scoop of the vanilla protein powder. So 1 scoop of the Phorm level 1 protein powder is about 1/3 cup. So whatever kind of protein powder that you tend to use, just be sure it's like 1/3 cup of the vanilla whatever. Next, we're gonna be adding in some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Well, this is actually original. It's original, whatever, it's fine. So we're just gonna be adding in 1/2 cup of that. So of course, with our smoothie bowls, we don't wanna add in like too much liquid because we want it like to be more on the thicker side. A smoothie bowl is almost like you just put it in a bowl and you kind of like eat it like soup more than anything. So you do want it a lot thicker. If it's thinner, then I mean, you don't want to be drinking it out of a bowl because that would just be weird. We're just gonna be adding in 1/2 cup of the unsweetened original almond milk. And then one more thing, I like to put in, I mean, this is totally optional, you definitely do not have to, but I always like to put in just like a few egg whites just to kind of like bump up the protein just a little bit more because I swear you can like never have enough protein. So I'm just gonna be putting in probably about 1/4 cup, maybe like 1/8 cup of like the egg whites. And I think also when you like blend it up in the blender, I think it makes it like, it almost like whips it a little bit more. I don't know, it could be in my mind, but I think it does. So we're just gonna add in a little bit. About that much. And then, I'm sure you guessed it, we need to put the lid on. And then usually about halfway through, you gotta take the lid off, take like a little spatula thing, kind of push down the sides. Okay, so we have our delicious looking smoothie bowl. Do you guys see that? Yummy. So good. So now we have to put the toppings on. And smoothie bowls are basically all about the toppings. Like you gotta make it look all fancy and whatnot. So we're gonna put a few chocolate chips on there. So some sugar-free chocolate chips. We're gonna put a little bit of strawberries on there. And we're gonna put a little bit of coconut on there. So the other thing I was gonna mention is, so when you guys actually top your smoothie bowls, you just wanna be careful just because sometimes the toppings can be like super high in calories. So you just wanna be conscious of exactly what you're actually putting on your smoothie bowl. All right, friends, do you think we should try it? I feel like we should try it. All right, let's do it. Look at it, it's like fluffy. It's almost like, it's not really like a cereal, but it's just, I don't even know. It's a smoothie in a bowl, I guess. And that's why I think when you use vegetables in your smoothie bowl, it just makes it so much thicker and it just has like a better consistency and it just, I don't know, just makes it better overall. Plus you get all that fiber and stuff. I've been literally eating one of these like almost every single day for the last like 2 weeks. They're so good. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that recipe today. I wasn't sure if I threw you off or not because I did put veggies in the smoothie bowl, but I'm telling you, it is uber good. You guys totally have to try it. Plus, if you guys do decide to make this recipe or make like your own kind of version of this recipe, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. So I hope you all have an amazing day and I can't wait to see you in the next video. All right, love you.